Hey, thanks for taking a look at this video. I am super excited about sharing this project with you. We've been going to the jungle of Guatemala for or since nearly 2006, seeing kids for prosthetic devices. And a lot of people say, well, why the kids? And we really feel like that is where true impact, that is lasting impact for generations, uh, is to come. And what I mean by that, I can just think of a couple kiddos that we've started with when they were just a few years old, and now they're teenagers nearing 20 years old, and some of them maybe a little bit later, and they're going on to be accountants, nurses, and things of that nature, whereas they previously more than likely would have been relegated to a life of begging or some sort of need or help from their families. And now they are the ones providing for their families. So true life change happens. And one of the things that is an issue with specifically for kids with prostheses is the foot. Kids are hard on stuff and they break things. And in the prosthetic world, kids always get the leftovers. So they get the adult technology that is then scaled down for kids. And that is not necessarily appropriate for kids because of the way they work and operate. So I really would love to to the next level with a 3D printed prosthetic foot. And this is for a couple reasons. The main one is so we don't have to deal with customs and they can be made locally. So getting raw materials in and then making the feet locally specifically for the kids via parametric model would be amazing. And then the second is lightweight and durability. How cool would it be for if for some reason a foot failed, you could quickly reprint or have some in stock and swap them out very quick. And then lastly is the economics of it. With FGF printing, you're going to get something that is very economical and strong. And I'm really excited about that possibility. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a peek behind the window here. So I'm going to make me a little bit smaller. And so this is something actually, and you can see that this was something that I did in 2019, and I just never had the chance to bring it to life. And to be honest with you, none of the materials were available at the time. And so what I did is I had multiple generative designs, but then I started playing with, okay, what is possible, specifically if you flip the foot on its side. And I've started playing with some of these designs. So you can see it's still in its rough form, and this is where I would need some help. But connecting the heel and the forefoot, or we call the keel, to the attachment point is really the key. And we feel like we've got some good geometry here as far as the angles and what is needed. And we've taken that from our experience with a foot like the Niagara foot, and then some of the old time feet, which are called the Satch feet. So that is one of the things that is pretty exciting. And then I wanted to share with you also just some video of a pediatric little person walking. And he is walking down, and this is her first day on a prosthesis. Very rare birth defect that happened, but while she is kind of tentative, this foot is not as flexible as what I would like. But this is all that we have that's available to us. So we would be able to do something more than likely that would be much, much better. Let me back to the video here. So this little girl is on our feet that we fabricate locally via extruded plastic, and it actually works pretty well. Let's go back and see. It actually works pretty well. So she's walking pretty well, and she is affected on both sides. But a foot that was specifically made for her via 3D printing would be amazing. And just for your information, we did end up making an arm for her via 3D printing. So that is another fun aspect. Thank you so much for considering our project. I think it was be definitely worthwhile, but then also be a perfect fit for not only the development on the FEA side of things, but also on the chemical wizardry part of things and the plastics. It will definitely put many of the plastics to the test. So thank you for your time.